What's going on, boxing fans? Welcome back. So, the latest news in the welterweight division. Errol Spence is having or had cataract surgery. He won't be fighting for at least a year. So, for now, the rematch with Terence Crawford, which Terence Crawford wanted to enforce at 147 pounds, is not taking place. Now, Crawford, we know, had been stripped of his IBF title, and it was handed over to Jaron "Boots" Ennis, who is a very deserving top contender, and in many people's minds, probably the only guy who might be able to inflict his first defeat on Terence Crawford. Now, apparently Crawford says that in the past he had twice tried to negotiate a fight with Ennis, and all of a sudden, that was with BLK, who we all know didn't end up paying some of their fighters, so they folded. And now Ennis is saying it's not true, and he says, sign the contract at any price, I'll fight. Crawford is now stalling. There's no response from his side. And I think he should do the honorable thing. Since he was willing to fight Spence at 147, it's not a weight issue. And then Boots is a legit 147 champion now, though he was handed the belt. He didn't earn it, but he was the #1 contender prior to that. But all things being fair, I think Terence Crawford, the fans want this fight, so you need to step up and fight Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Now, it's going to be a great fight. By no means are we ever going to think Crawford has no chance or Ennis has no chance. They're both terrific fighters. Crawford has the more complete resume, obviously, up to now. He's a 3-division champion, but Boots Ennis is just walking all over everybody he's faced in the welterweight division, and a lot of guys just plain don't want to fight him. So, when these guys get paid, pay-per-views and so on, it's according to the popularity. And I think everyone out there who's a real boxing fan, this, along with the Bivol versus Beterbiev fight at light heavy, are probably the two biggest fights in boxing right now that everybody wants to see. Boots Ennis is the real thing. Let's not kid ourselves. And Terence Crawford is already an accomplished champion, so he knows that every fan would definitely watch this fight far more than him in a Spence rematch. I love Errol Spence. He was my favorite fighter up till about a year ago. But I don't think the rematch will go any differently. Crawford clearly showed that he was dominant, and I don't see what Spence could do to win in the rematch. So for now, Boots is a more interesting challenge, more interesting fight. And until it happens, we'll never know how it would have, ended up. So let's make it happen, Terence Crawford. Fights Boots Ennis. Make it in 2024. Stop stalling, sign the paperwork, and let's get this thing going. Let me know if you guys want to see it, and who do you think wins and how they go about it. Like, comment, subscribe.